But when the president walked off today, he wouldn't even guarantee that every American got out, right?
So he has, he has guaranteed over the past few days in the speeches that he did that any American that wanted to leave would be able to. I think, we're waiting for tomorrow for more clarity. I've been pressing my sources to try to get that number of how many Americans are left. That is an answer that we don't have. And so it's hard to exactly judge whether that's going to be accomplished given the lack of information we have.
Tyler, we'll continue to read your stuff in the Washington Post. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, with that, we bring in Lieutenant General retired Jerry Boykin, former Deputy Undersecretary of Defense for Intelligence, 36 years in the Army, commanding Delta Force for some of those. General, if I'm an American trapped in Afghanistan, any idea what happens to me after September 1st?
No, you better head for a border. You better hope that you can find somebody that will guide you to a border and that you can get across another border, because there aren't going to be any Americans in Afghanistan to go and get you, to rescue you. And Leland, a couple of things here. First of all, the president has raised the bar. He has changed what he said in the beginning about getting every American out, every American that wanted to go. And now it is, after the 31st, there will be people left behind. And that's what I read from what he said today. The second thing is, if you don't know how many Americans...
Forgive me for interrupting, General. You don't even need to read that. It was Admiral Kirby, the spokesperson of the Pentagon, who says we're going to get as many Americans out as we can before August 31st. Never said every American. It was interesting, and you say very rightly that things have changed in the past 48 hours. The only real event that we understand that has happened in the past 48 hours is the CIA director flying into Kabul and meeting with the head of the Taliban. You have to feel like, based on the policy changes that happened after that, is the Taliban now running things?
Yes. Yes.
And American policy as well?
Yes, the Taliban is in complete control there. Listen, when the CIA director Burns went into this so-called negotiations, it was not a negotiation because he had nothing to negotiate with. You got 7 elements of national power, like diplomacy, military, economics, intel, and he didn't have any of those to put on the table as a bargaining chip. So it was really a pleading with the Taliban, not negotiating with the Taliban. He was pleading with the Taliban for an extension on the end of the month deadline, and it did not work. So I am, as an American, I'm embarrassed. I'm saddened for our country. I'm heartbroken for the people that are going to be trapped inside this country. And it does not have to be this way, Leland. We created the Delta Force in 1977 to rescue hostages. SEAL Team 6 came along in 1981 to rescue hostages. And the Marine Corps developed a hostage rescue capability under Donald Rumsfeld's leadership. We have the forces. When you hear the Secretary of Defense and the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs say, we don't have the resources to go out and get people and bring them in, that's because you haven't deployed them. That's because you don't have permission to use them, but you have them. It's like having a Cadillac in the garage and no keys to it.
It seems very clear when they say they don't have the resources, they haven't been ordered to use them, haven't been allowed to use them. General Milley kind of alluded to that as well. This caught our eye from President Biden. Take a listen, and then we'll get your thoughts.
The longer we stay, starting with the acute and growing risk of an attack by a terrorist group known as ISIS-K, an ISIS affiliate in Afghanistan, which is a sworn enemy of the Taliban as well. Every day we're on the ground is another day we know that ISIS-K is seeking to target the airport and attack both U.S. and allied forces and innocent civilians.
Seems as though he's more worried about ISIS-K than he is about getting Americans out.
Yeah, I don't know what he's thinking. I am at the point now where everything that comes out of the White House I'm skeptical of, and I think most Americans are too. I would like to see the president succeed in this, and I really mean that. But it's too late now for him to succeed. This has been such an abysmal failure that he can't succeed. Well, just try from this point on to get it right. Get somebody in there that can go out and bring these people in. You're not going to do it by the end of this month. You're not going to do it.
You're not going to do it by the good graces of the Taliban either, is what it sounds like you're saying.
No, you're not. You're not. You're going to have to go get them. And that is, look, if I was one of those Americans out there, I would expect my government to go all out to come and get me, to help me, not to leave me behind. It's a national ethos. Leave no man behind. It's a national ethos. It's not just
not only are we leaving Americans behind, we're leaving people who fought and were wounded on the battlefield for us behind. We leave the Afghan interpreters behind. You're right. Well, the Brits and the French are going out to get people. We're not. So, General, we appreciate it. I wish we could have more positive conversations. Come back and talk to us often, though, sir.
I will, Leland.
Good to see you.
Good.
All right. We are now hearing the quiet part out loud. Personal freedoms be damned.